people that cook are more rock star than rock stars.
Yeah. I mean, I guess cooking is a rare thing these days because, like, in every relationship I've ever been in, I've always been the cook because, like,
no, it's because you're a guy. That's a completely separate thing. Ladies, cover your ears. No, like seriously, once the 70s hit and the women's lived like, we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do shit.
It became offensive when someone's mother would try to teach them, like, you're gonna make this, it's how to get a man. They're like, I don't need a man to cook for this. I'm an average woman. I don't need to do that anymore. Yeah. I'm not going to cook. And literally, I got the play I got in college is because my parents taught me to cook. And I opened the door, let it waft out. Every girl lined up for mouth. They're like, you can cook? I'm like, yeah, can you cook? Like, no, they can't cook. They can't cleaning and do. So it's because you're a guy. That's why. Because no one's going to cook for you. You had to learn. We've said before, and it's not just a QsHouse thing that we've said, is athletes are the new rock stars. They're the badasses, like walking around, tons of money, flashy, all that. But cooks, even home cooks, are more rock star than their musical equivalent. And it's not all the musician's fault. It is some of it. It is some of it. But it's the music business's model. The music business for big music has said you got to be a certain age. And you have to play in a certain key with certain beats. You have to fit a certain look and be a certain mold to be fit for mass consumption. And if you were talking the food equivalent, you're making a McDonald's hamburger. The bun has to look a certain way. The meat's got to be a certain thickness. The pickles have to be placed at a certain spot. That's what big music wants. And for some reason, musicians have got it into their head that they have to follow this pattern. And to be fit for mass they want to be McDonald's. And McDonald's isn't it's not special. If you wouldn't think about it, if you're going to serve it on a date, that's special. If you roll up and say, you want the 6-piece or the 9-piece, baby, it's not so special.
I always give her the 9-piece.
Anymore.
With barbecue sauce.
And we thank you for that. Special sauce.
People that cook, people that like to cook, they have the actual freedom to change it up. They don't have to follow the recipe. It's encouraged that you don't follow the recipe. Any cooking show you watch, they say you add what you want. Yeah. You want a different meat, you add it. You don't want a different meat, you put it on. You put this in. You don't like it, don't add it. You like hot sauce? Put all the hot sauce you want in the world in it. Do whatever you like. Anthony Bourdain said he called it. He hates the Food Network. He had a show on there before, and he called it food porn. People just like to watch.
Website that's like food porn?
It's called food porn. It's not a website.
No, I thought there was though.
There might be. I don't want to go to it. I'm not advocating.
There's no porn involved.
I haven't seen it,
food.
so
Like
don't go there
Stanley's
and blame me. Q@QsHouse.com. But okay, I'm gonna go as soon as the show's over. But 'cause I'm afraid I'll crash it if I go during now. No, but yeah, during at this moment. No, he thought people just watched and they would never do it, but people are doing it. They're stepping it up, and just like sex, if you have a lot of sex with men on top, pretty soon you got to switch it up. And she's got to be on top. Then you got to be on the side. Then on the side's not doing anything for her. Then you got to do a doggy. Then doggy's not really going to do anything. Then someone wears a funny hat. Then a funny hat that becomes the norm. Then you got to do it in public. Next thing you know, you're on the Harry Potter ride, trying to sneak it in that way. What? I didn't say your name.
Oh, snap.
Zing.
But you got to build it. Next thing you know, you get shows like Bitchin' Kitchen on the Cooking Channel, which I absolutely love. It's this lady from Jersey all gothed out.
Forget about it.
And she's like, "Hey, I'm going to teach you how to make a dish that are going to impress the in-laws, so they know that the old biddy knows a little boy's eating well." And that's the whole thing. It's non-traditional types. They have travel shows involving food. They even have shows involving food that no one would ever want to eat in their right mind, and yet people want to try. Because it's all about, look, expand your horizons. Even if it's not your thing, come on, watch it. Even if you don't buy it, you've experienced something new and now you're open to it. The music industry needs people to say, look, metal's not your thing. Why don't you just come anyways and appreciate this? Even if you don't buy a CD or a T-shirt, maybe you walk away. All right.
Life experience.
I tried Sea Urchin because of Andrew Zimmerman.
Yeah, I ate live lobster because there was that show where it was Andrew Zimmern and Anthony Bourdain got together and they went to this place in New York where the lobster's still alive and they cut it and you eat it. I did that.
That is nuts.
Whoa, dude.
Because this place in New York, and I would have never done that. If you Victor, if you came up to me and were like, "Hey, we're gonna eat some live lobster," you want? I was like, "Go fuck yourself! I do not want to eat that." But I looked at it, I watched it. My Horizon music doesn't have that.